Hi, everyone. Sláinte. Darren Lynch from Irish Titan here for another one of our Ecomm Forum whiskey shots. And today we have one of my favorites. We have Sabrina Denson Jones. And she is one of our only two-time Ecomm Forum speakers. We only have two of them. She's one of the only two. And she was on our inaugural entrepreneurs panel for Ecomm Forum. So welcome, Sabrina. How are you today?
I am wonderful. Thank you for having me.
You bet. You bet. Why don't you share with everyone a little bit about you and your business?
Okay, great. Well, SJC Body Love is my company. I'm CEO and founder, where I founded in 2015. And so it's where I help people brave the brittle weather like we face in Minnesota, where it's our mission to create simple, clean, and effective formulas to soothe the skin, ease stress, and that they're a joy to use. So ultimately, we create and manufacture skincare and wellness, aromatherapy products, and accessories and jewelry to elevate your well-being.
And your domain is sjcbodylove.com, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And what's the SJC stand for, actually?
Long story short, it's all about creating legacy. So the SJC are initials for everyone in my immediate family. So S obviously is for me, Sabrina. The J stands for my husband, Jonathan, and our last name, Jones. And then the C's are for my sons, Cairo and Christopher.
Oh, I'm glad I've finally asked that question because I've always wondered that. Okay. So sjcbodylove.com.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about building community through commerce. Okay. And just for the benefit of the audience, Sabrina was referred to me through someone we know in common who spoke very highly of her. He was the president of the Black Chamber of Commerce at the time, I believe, right? That was Carl's position.
Yes.
Met Sabrina, was immediately very impressed with her and was really excited to have this conversation because in both of the years that you've been at Ecomm Forum, one of the speakers, you've talked about that a little bit, that spirit of building community through commerce. So when we say that, what does that mean to you?
Yes. Oh my gosh. That is just, it's so important because networking is equal to like net worth to me, and to everyone. And so you cannot survive without having a network of support around you, because you can't do this alone. So you need those that have been in the business either longer than you, that maybe have access to resources or just the knowledge and the tools, to be able to just help you understand, especially for me, because I do not have a degree in business. This was a hobby that turned into a business very quickly. So I had no idea what I was doing. Right. So made, mistakes along the way.
None of us do. None of us do. So it's all okay, Sabrina.
So, I mean, the networking was so key in all of this. And it was just helpful just to know that you're not in it alone. Right. This was major. And it's, especially in this day and time, it was just so helpful to be able to just partner with others, to bring spotlight to each other's businesses through that partnership and building that community and building those long-lasting relationships.
I liked your phrasing. I've never heard that said before. Networking is similar to net worth. I think that's a really good way to think about it because like you said, you're going to need people to help you, and then you help other people, right? Pay it forward.
Yes.
So I think that part of what you've done in building your business is develop those relationships in the business community and in some of the other pockets. How do you feel that those efforts, those relationships have lifted your business? Like, how has your business benefited from that?
Oh, hugely. I mean, getting just the word out about who is SJC Body Love, and just, the marketing piece, because of course, with, branding and getting the word about who, what is SJC Body Love? Is it skincare? Is it aromatherapy? That has just been key, and just being able to share that love, and that partnership piece of it. So with partnering with other businesses and carrying my products and vice versa, partnering with just events, speaking engagements. I mean, just that is just has been wonderful. So it's not just about just buying the products, but just also like lending a platform for what, a voice, to be able to talk about those do's and don'ts. And that's really brought a lot of focus and support together. So when people kind of hear about your foes or your faux pas or the issues, I think that's kind of brought the camaraderie around, and it's made people, that humanizing piece of it, whether it's empathy or the authenticity or whatever it is, people want to be able to support you in your efforts, and they just, they see you. And so that's helped greatly for me to be here. Because I don't think I would be here without the support of others acknowledging my business and rooting me on, because trials have happened, trying to figure out where money's going to come from and bootstrapping it.
Right.
Opening a store and having to close it, the next day because of COVID. And then, going on to e-commerce and building that up and figuring out who your target market is and learning that. And so it's helped me to be here, and it's helped me to learn the ropes, and it's helped me to become a stronger boss, I should say, making me make decisions a lot faster than I would have. I think I've, came into it being a little bit more, empathetic, but also understanding that this is a business. And so I do a lot of give back within my company, and that's always what I've always wanted to do and will continue to do. But I know that in order for me to be able to continue to do that, I need to make money.
Right.
And so I had to find that balance between, philanthropy and revenue.
You're not a nonprofit. Right.
Right. I'm a for-profit business. And finding that balance. And so I would have a lot of organizations or companies coming to me saying, hey, can you donate this? Can you donate that? And I was like, whoa, let's figure out how we can partner so that we can both be successful.
Well, you hit on one of the themes, I think, of entrepreneurship, because one of the definitions I heard once from a speaker was that entrepreneurship is going to bed terrified every night and waking up only barely less terrified. And I think there's some truth to that, isn't there?
Yes, there is. But you know what? The best part of it is like being your boss. And I think you're more willing and comfortable to kind of roll with those punches. And I think that, there's just something with that. I enjoy. Yep. And so just not only it like being like a hobby that drew me to it, but being able to have the decision control.
Right. I think once you get that itch, it's hard to imagine your life being different.
Yes, exactly.
So again, our theme was building community through commerce. Would you say that your commerce, your business, has positively benefited your community, right? And if so, I think the answer is yes, but share an example or two.
Okay, so I can, date back to almost as far as when we started. Being there for the community. I mean, within Minnesota, we've kind of suffered, a few tragedies. I can even go as far as back as, the Drake fire on Christmas Day of a shelter. Right. Drake is a shelter in our community. And even just within the social media, they just kind of created a family on social media and just reached out and said, hey, any businesses or anyone that's willing to be able to donate what you can for the families, let's come together and let's do this. And so a couple of people reached out to me and was like, hey, this is what's going on. And so myself and two other businesses within the same industry got together at another a restaurant, Sammy's Eatery in the community. And we all pulled our products together because, essential products, skincare products, lotions, soaps, things like that you sometimes don't necessarily think about until you need them.
Right.
But we all came together and we made care packages. And so that was one of the things that we were able to do. Within the subscription box series that I started when COVID happened and I had to close my store doors and move to e-commerce and to really strengthen that and wanted to still get my products out. part of that was I wanted to be able to not only do a give back with my boxes and giving 2% up to $5, but also partnering with other BIPOC businesses. So I wanted to support other businesses that were probably going through some struggles and purchasing from them to be in the box, but also each box had a give back of a percentage, and then those funds supported an organization. So each quarter, our SJC Body Love supported a different organization that supported other child welfare programs. So we supported like Relentless Academy, which was a STEM program that offered a 3-month summer program from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade during the summer from 8 in the morning to 5 p.m. And any parent out there understands, like, and this program was free STEM program. And so so things like that can help strengthen the community. And we've, given to other programs out there in the community, from dealing with mental illness to chemical dependency. So, we want to be able to keep giving, but we're able to do that because consumers invest in us through our sales. And so we always are, wanting to strengthen our e-commerce in order to be able to increase our sales so that we can continue to do that give back. So it's a partnership.
I think right there was the gold, or the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Because by consumers investing in you, you are living proof of reinvesting into the community. So that's building community through commerce.
Exactly.
As we wrap this up, Sabrina, is there any nugget you would like to leave our audience with? Any one takeaway?
One takeaway, Derek. Oh my gosh. Wow. E-commerce is here, and it's been wonderful. It's been great. It's always something to learn about. I'm enjoying it. I love the platform, but just supporting just the businesses out there that have transitioned to this and that are learning, because 2% of private U.S. Employer firms are Black owned out there, and 96% of the Black owned businesses are sole proprietors. And just with some of the funding that are out there, I consider myself to be a Black owned, woman owned business that's certified. And coming into the space on e-commerce, we appreciate all the support that we do receive from any and everyone, and looking for partnerships. So we want to be able to elevate you. And so if you're looking to partner, contact me at Sabrina at sjcbodylove.com, because we would love to either feature you in a subscription box, or figure out how we can partner in some way, somehow, so that we can continue that community building, so that we can both be successful.
That's great. We love that spirit. That's why you're one of our favorites.
Thank you.
Thanks for helping to make Ecomm Forum successful. At least we hope it was successful these last few years. So thank you for that.
Yes, thank you.
All right, everyone. We're going to let you go. There'll be more whiskey shots upcoming. Thank you.
Yes.
Sláinte.
Yes.